Be ready. 5 seconds.
Advocates are an important part of judicial system. They are not only the officers of the court, but they also act as an important bridge between those who seek justice and those who are empowered under the law to give justice. The amendments to the Advocates Act were long pending and bring about a critical reform in the justice delivery system of our country. The importance of these amendments cannot be understated. While these amendments are important, questions can only be raised when the state agencies act against the lawyers. Secondly, the enforcement mechanisms will be required to implement this law. This is because while we want that some lawyers are punished, procedures also need to be brought about to ensure that there is no unnecessary persecution of any genuine lawyer, and through these amendments the independence of judiciary is not hindered. One of the most crucial components of the justice delivery system in India is its human resource element, which is the advocate. Their role cannot be understated in the whole process. They act as a bridge between the aggrieved and the adjudication institution. They also play an important role in shaping our society, and not to forget their role in assisting courts to arrive at several judgments protecting the environment. A verification drive by the Bar Council of India found that only 50% of practicing lawyers in India were genuine. This number was heavily reported in the media. There needs to be a single public register for all the advocates across the country, which can be accessed by the public to cross verify the claims of educational qualifications of the advocates. Advocacy may look like a very glamorous profession, but for those who are in the practice of law, it is far from the truth. The Advocates Act needs to be further amended to ensure that certain benefits of Social Security are also extended to the junior advocates, and to ensure that advocacy as a profession can retain the best talent. In this regard, there is no provision. I would like to suggest to the Law Minister to take steps to ensure that first generation advocates are also benefited from the targeted government schemes for health, housing, and other schemes so that they may be able to earn a respectful livelihood. Despite the importance attached to this profession, there are no concrete measures in place to ensure the social security of the advocates. Charging fees beyond what is prescribed in the Advocates Act 1961 violates the right to equality and denies opportunities to aspiring advocates. I may inform the Law Minister that the poor advocates are not in a position to pay the enrollment fees. In this regard, the central government has to take some steps to provide minimum financial assistance to the rural advocates, particularly for constructing their houses, paying the enrollment fees, etc. Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh is giving rupees 5,000 per month to all the junior lawyers. To strengthen this Amendment Act and also to implement the ideas of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the Union government has to take steps to introduce All India Judicial Service, particularly for the appointment of judges in all the courts including Supreme Court. It will be impartial like IAS and IPS. It will render some service for the rural people. Otherwise, people will not be able to get justice from the courts. Therefore, I am requesting the Minister to introduce All India Judicial Service in the country. Regarding touts, in all the departments touts are there. It is not possible to eliminate them fully. The union government has to take steps to curb the tout system. The bill seeks to establish a central tribal university in Telangana. The main focus is on enhancing the access, ensuring quality of higher education, fostering research facilities, and promoting advanced knowledge in tribal art, culture, customs, and technology for the tribal population across India. This is a very welcome move and we support the bill so that the necessary tribal university is established in Telangana. It will take care of the regional aspirations. Having a tribal university will foster the tribals to get access to education, research, preserve our culture, increase access and quality of higher education, and promotion of higher education and research. So, we welcome this bill and we stand in support of the bill. At the same time, I would like to highlight a few things which we have seen arising in multiple areas where we have tribal university and so on. The first thing which I see is there has been a gross violation of reservation rules. If you take the case of Indira Gandhi National Tribal University Act, the Adivasi enrollment very unfortunately has come down under the NDA government. If you see, there is a drastic drop in the Adivasi students studying in the tribal university. One of the main reasons is because the admission to this university is linked to the Central University Entrance Test, which is really inaccessible to tribal students. I am bringing all these things to the notice of the House briefly because at least whatever be our past, we must not only protect and patronage the reservation, we must really heartfully involve in the upliftment of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, OBCs and BCs. This is because they were oppressed for thousands and thousands of years in terms of education, in terms of economic progress. It is okay that you are bringing this bill, but already you had set up another such tribal university in Andhra which is not having its own building. It is running in a transit building. So, what concern do you have? This bill is being brought to the House out of compulsion and to meet the mandate which was given to you earlier by the government. But in spirit, I am having my own doubt about the delivery by the government. I would like to ask the minister a few questions. I am making a completely academic speech, not political. I would like to make that point very clear because education is a very serious subject. I am standing here as a citizen, as a mother, and also as a person who is keen on education. What is going to be the curriculum of this university? My colleague from Andhra Pradesh mentioned that you started this curriculum in Andhra, but it was there in some old dilapidated building. I do not want to get into the merits of that. We have started this to provide avenues of higher education and research facilities primarily to the tribal population of India. What is going to be the quality of education? Is it going to be research about the tribals but advanced education? That is my first question. So, how are we going to fund the curriculum and what is the way forward? I am not taking away from the intent of the government. The intent may be very good, But with changing technology, with mobile, which has given us so much power in our hands now, why not find a better way right now? Maybe in 5 or 10 years, this idea may become completely obsolete. Why not make this central university for tribals as a research institute?